So here we have the O90 material. For this, we peeled it before we ran this part, also O90, where we didn't peel it, where we peeled it afterwards. And you can see we have pretty straight edges. We lucked out with a tool. It's pretty much exactly good for your parts. And like I say, this is a test tool we got from Austria, which coincidentally we had in stock. See the progress here of the controller. That finishes forming. Now the knife comes forward. You hear the click from the cutting, and it finishes the process. M100 galvanized material. We took a shim out. Of course, you need to realize we do all these parts here that we are testing you with one tool and one tool radius, so it can't be optimal. It is just to give you an idea of what it's going to look like when you run it through this machine and how the single-step process with the cutting works. Whenever you open up the machine to make changes in here, you have to do a safety check first so that you have the door height correctly, and you can turn your hydraulic on. It's an automatic, and all you do is you hit the foot pedal and off it goes. Big knock, of course, is the O100 material. And here again, the reason why we have this tiger tooth is because in the O100 material, the plate needs to be lower because the material is thicker. So this is why we are trimming too long, because this is how that tool is. I'm going to run a second one in the O100 material, which is this one, and then do an external trim for you on the other machine. So, same issue, right? But we have a pretty good transition on the radius, and the corner comes out nice, and of course you have absolutely no issue with ripping or anything like this. So now we would go on this machine here, and just give that external trim, and then it looks like this. So the beauty of the external machine is that you could have a very tall tool in here, and you can make all your different plane heights all with one tool, as long as the material thickness is the same and the material, and then trim here to the different plane heights. So I just wanted to show you that. That is just a factor of how tall this tool is that we have this defect here. So this was, we marked all the corners and written on it. Metal finish and plus external trim. In the end, once you have the correct tool for your plate height and your material thickness, it will all look a little bit, pretty much the same, of course. So, and that was metal finish, internal trim, this issue here is that the plate is too high for this application. Alright, so that was the O100 steel. Like I say, we go to the O100 aluminum, and this still has a foil on there. And the aluminum is a little bit softer, glides a little bit more. Could be that edge comes out better. But you should have the same issue. Here the cutting is a lot quieter because the material, of course, is a lot softer. The shim hung up. The foil here. And still we have a little bit of a protrusion here if you look along the edge. This side is better. So I'll mark this metal finish and I won't peel off the foil. And I'm marking the metal finish corner so that you can realize which ones we did, because on some of them I think you'd have a tough time to tell who did what. And this, by the way, would be exactly the machine that we delivered to you. Is the machine that we delivered to you, which is how it is. So, and then I will make a quick tool change for you, because I want to show you something. We shim this for the different material thicknesses. Ultimately, the shims will be underneath those plates, so the tool is set up correctly. Right now, these fell out, of course. Right now, we have those loose between the tool and this wall, sitting between this wall. And the reason why we need to take the tool out is because we're going to have to add a few more shims also for the 080 material. But also I wanted to show you here, when you have a tool like this and you have this edge, see, this was the original edge of the tool, and then I rounded it to this. Now this looks really scientific, but it is not. All you do, and we could use a little bit more on that tool to avoid the runoff on the corners. You simply take a used, I always take a used disc, 80 grit or something like that, because it's a little softer. And then I go at the edge. Then I take the Scotch-Brite and I polish that edge out. That's very important, so that it's nice and smooth. And then a little bit more here. You want to make a little bit bigger ball here, because this is what keeps the material from ripping afterwards. So, and now, yeah, doing a video here. Now this tool can go back in. First start the screw, but you don't tighten it yet. And then we are going to add a shim back in and run the 080 material. And that's, remember that one die that we discussed where for 080 and 090 we're going to use the same die. That's basically what you would have to do, is take a shim in, put the shim in for the 080 and take it out for the 090. We can try, if you find a happy medium, actually, where both work reasonably good enough for what you expect the quality to be. You want to give this tool a good tuck because you don't want it to rock when you run your part. So now that we close the door, we can go again. I need to find, I have so many parts. So here we have, again, because the plate height is, the inside flange length, of course, is different based on the material thickness because the outside dimension is 1 inch. So this is why we have this protrusion here that you see. That'll go away when we make the plate according to the material, what you want to do, and you make your bend according to what your plate is. What we did is we have the larger radius here now after I ground the tool for a second time, and you see a much smoother corner, a better ball. I wished I should have done that. And you see how smooth that is with the right amount of shim, still not too much pressure, where when you went to this material, I don't know if you didn't make an adjustment, you have a lot of wave here. You should have added a shim or you need to adjust your tool. On all these corners you have more wave as you see it. So again, and this is a metal finish corner with that, and that is the last part after the last adjustment on the tool. Okay, now I wish I would have another aluminum part. I only have all aluminum parts all in the same steel. Not that useful for me. I'm just going to take this, which I believe is the 090. But it's 1.25 inches, so this is going to go horribly wrong. This is the 090 material, correct? So we have a shim out. This is going to go horribly wrong because it's going to want to trim here, and it's probably going to want to go in there. So one of the adjustments that I'm going to make, I'm going to exit out of here. I'm going to unlock the machine for a second. I'm going to go into the recipe. You see here where we stop 1 millimeter from the bottom of the tool. We're going to stop a little bit higher so we don't wrap around. We're going to go 6 millimeters here. So it's going to still curl out on the bottom. Okay, we're going to load this up. We're going to exit. We're going to unload it one more time. We're going to exit here. We're going to go into automatic. And then here you see on your program that your roll position and final position is 6 millimeter, or about 1/4 of an inch. So because I don't want to roll down all the way to the edge, because I'm going to wrap it around. And I did it. I got the tool caught. And that is exactly where we're going to end that video, because now it gets a little bit difficult to get that part out. But I'll still show you that corner, as cruel as it seems to be. Okay? Thank you very much, and we'll call it a day.